All right. Excuse me. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Hopefully, our quality of the stream is going to be a little bit better today. God, I hope so. I kind of did a nice little firmware update on my modem router, but yeah, we're still having a lot of issues, so hopefully we can get that fixed soon. I'm still trying to get in contact, or waiting for the for AT&T to contact me back, because we need our internet to be better, please. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, morning, whatever it may be. And those of you that tune in, thank you guys for tuning in. It's much appreciated. So we're going to be going over, so we finished our, no. Okay, so we finished the landing page. Well, what we could, right? We just made it, and because I want to continue to go through the content, and I've been away. I made an update video. If you guys haven't seen that, go down to the channel and check out the update video. Check out my big old bushy beard and my pretty little kitty cat. Wink wink. Just kidding, it's actual cat. But but yeah, hopefully everyone's been doing all right. I've been away for a little bit because, well, I'm trying to make an office space for us here. Oh, and speaking of office space, I was thinking about adding... Damn it, where did I put it? And I'm actually... Oh, well, okay. Maybe not then. I'm trying not to... trying not to screw over my internet recently, but AT&T freaking sucks in the small town that we live in. I know this first few minutes is just fucking ranting. I am so sorry. Okay. But I'm glad to be back. I finally got our, well, somewhat of an office kind of fixed up, so that's great. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm hopefully some good things will start coming my way very soon. I have to go work here in just a little bit, so I can only stream for a little while today. But we're gonna go over the fundamentals of JavaScript. JavaScript is very fun. It adds functionality to your web pages, all that kind of fun stuff. So I've already kind of went through this, but I'm going to redo it for you guys, just to one, so I can reiterate a lot of information to myself so I can remember, but two, this was all pretty easy, and we're going to be doing a test run on how this is going to work out while using one monitor. I mean, I have two monitors set up, you know, one for the stream and everything, and then one for the workspace that we're working in. So, okay, anyway, let's go to our repos, right? Oh, what did I do? There we go. I started looking at something else. I forgot what I have in here. Oh, whoop. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go into the JS example sheet, and we're gonna open that one up. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna be able to work, because we're going through some of the examples here. Huh? Oh, sorry guys. No, streams not suck. Freak. Sorry, I had to put my daughter in the car. Yo, what's up, Akash? And Gunnar. Shout out to Gunnar. Hell yeah, baby. Woo! Okay, where are we at? Alright, so let's go ahead and go over this. So what we're going to be learning is how do you, so these are the questions that we're going to need to answer, pretty much. How to declare a variable with let or const. What are 3 different ways to declare a variable? Const, let, and, well, var. Which one should you use and when? Let for anything that can change, const for constant values that aren't going to change. What are rules for naming variables? Camel case, preferably, but you can also use underscore and the money symbol. What are operators, operands, and operations? Okay, we'll learn about that soon. What is concatenation, and what happens when you add numbers and strings together? Okay, you can concatenate things together. Ooh, let's do that. Let's do let and equal 5, right? And let start, no, let start position, oh whoops, start position equal high. Okay, and let's see what happens. So let's console.log. Let's do, oh yeah, start position plus and let's see what happens. So we can start a new one, and when we inspect the console, high 5 turns it into a string. Cool. Okay, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough. Oh. So I should have had my changed it to 1. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything. Hopefully. Okay. Oh yeah, my coffee. Oh yeah, we need to edit the title. This is gonna be JavaScript fundamentals. Okay. 1 second. There we go. Okay, I had to fix the stream up a little bit. make sure that our everything was good. Okay. So anyway, as you saw here, which I might, oh, okay, it only changes that. Okay, but it gives us high five, right? I wish I could zoom in on this. Okay, anyway. Operators, operands, concatenation. What are the types? So anyway, in this concatenation, it translated the integer into a string. What are operator precedent values? And then I think, yeah. So if anything, if a string has a number, I think it concatenates it to a string, but it can't concatenate to a number. I want to say, like if I put a number like this, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so it just okay, we'll learn more about that later. But I just wanted to kind of see. Okay, I think we're still good. Yeah. Okay. What are the different types of operators in JavaScript? What is the difference between equals equals and equals equals equals? I think one is strict and one is, I forgot what it was. What are the operator precedent values? What are the increment? See, that's why I wanted to reread through all this stuff. What are the operator precedent values? What are the increment and decrement operators? What is the difference between prefixing and postfixing? Postfixing them. What are assignment operators? What is a unary plus operator? How to run JavaScript code. All JavaScript we will be writing, and the majority of the Foundations course will be ran via the browser. Later lessons of Foundation and Node.js Path will show you how to run JavaScript outside of the browser environment. Outside of these lessons, for now, you should always default to running your JavaScript in the browser unless otherwise specified. Otherwise, you may run into unexpected errors. Simplest way to get started is to simply create an HTML file with the JavaScript code inside of it. Type the basic HTML skeleton into a file on your computer somewhere. Right? So, saying to make something like this, which we did, right? We made something like that. Save and open this file up in a browser. You can use a live server to do this. Okay, and we did have our live server, but I don't know how that's going to interact with our stream. So we won't have live server. We'll just refresh every time. But live server is actually really cool. So we won't, but we're not going to have that right now. Output. Okay, yeah, we'll keep it on there. Save and open. Save and open this file. And open up the browser console by right-clicking on the blank web page and selecting Inspect or Inspect Element in the Developer Tools panel, and then go to the Console tab, yada yada, which we already did, right? We went Inspect, Console, boom. And we can hit Escape. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Escape is console for here. That's what we want. And then console.log is a command to print something to the developer console in your browser. You can use this to print the results from any of the following articles and exercises to the console. We encourage you to code along with all of the examples in this and future lessons. Another way to include JavaScript in a web page is through an external script. This is very similar to linking external CSS docs to your website. So that's what we did. We went ahead and linked it. And then I saw this cool little thing online. This guy was like, pretty much, okay, having your script file inside of your body, but at the bottom, right? But when you use defer, it's as if it's sending it to the bottom of your body, right? Defer in HTML. Defer attribute is a Boolean attribute. If the defer attribute is set, it specifies that the script is downloaded in parallel to parsing the page and executed after the page has finished parsing. Note the defer attribute is only for external script. Should only be used if the source attribute is present. Gotcha. Okay, so see, to run parallel with the HTML when it's parsing the page. JavaScript files have an extension of .js or similar to CSS or style sheets. External JavaScript files are used for more complex scripts. Variables. You can think of variables as simply storage containers for data in your code. Until recently, there was only one way to create a variable in the JavaScript, and that was var statement. But in the newest JavaScript versions, we have two more ways, let and const. So there's a total of 3 ways. And let's go ahead and write that down, right? So we got total of 3 ways to create a variable in JS, right? So we got so we got var, we got let, and we have const. So this variable tutorial will explain everything you need to know, and be sure to do the task at the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and run through this. Alright, can we... Oh, I went too far. Oops. There we go. Okay. I really wanted to move this out of the way. Can I do that? Okay, maybe I don't need to. Oh. Dang, I really wanted to close that. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, and let's close that. Alright, so we got variables. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit so we can all read it together. Alright, variables. Most of the time a JavaScript application needs to work with information. Here are 2 examples. An online shop. The information might include goods being sold in a shopping cart. 2. A chat application. The information might include users, messages, and much more. Variables are used to store this information. A variable is a name storage for data. We can use variables to store goodies, visitors, and other data. To create a variable in JavaScript, use the let keyword. The statement below creates, in other words, declares a variable. So we're going to say declare instead of creates. So we're going to declare a variable with the name message, right? So let message, and inside of message, because we're going to call it again, it's going to be called, or it's going to say hello. And you know what, let's do it like that, right? And so store the string hello in the variable. Actually, we're just going to put in the variable, right? And we'll call this, we'll say let declare message, which is our variable. Okay. What happened? Did you get stuck up there? I think my cat got stuck. Okay. I wonder, is our stream doing okay? I haven't checked. Oh, you're okay. Oh no. I just want to see. Are we doing okay here? Yeah, we can kind of see things, which is good. Okay. What's wrong? You're not getting on the desk today. Okay. So, the statement below, right, let message. So we declare a variable. So now we can put some data into it by using the assignment operator, which is the equals. So an assignment operator is something that we're assigning. We're assigning hello to this variable. So we're also going to put here the equals symbol is an assignment operator. Okay, right? Hence, we are assigning the string hello to the variable message. Okay. So now, the string is now saved into the memory area associated with the variable. We can access it by using the variable name. So now we're going to call it by using alert message. So we're going to call the variable, and we're going to use a function called alert. And so when we come here and refresh the page, we're going to get this, right? Pretty cool. Okay, and then to be concise, we can combine the variable declaration and assignment into one line. So instead of calling it like this, so we can put, so instead of calling it, instead of declaring variable first, then assigning a value to it, you can declare and assign a value to it all at once. And to do that, we just put let message equal hello. So this is not needed, right? So let's just go ahead and do that. I don't think there was a need to do that. But what we will do is go like this. Right? Kind of. Okay. Oh. Sheesh. Okay. So there we go. So now, what we'll do is we'll declare it there. We don't even need this no more. Just get that out of the way. So now we can just do that. Let message, right? And then we can call it. Boom, does it again. And it's all in one line. So it's all concurrent. Okay. Or it's more concise than it was. Alright, so now, oh no, what did I do? Okay. Okay, so we did that. We can also declare multiple variables in one line. So let user equal John, age, message, so multiple variables. We can also do them separate. Some people also define, okay, this might seem shorter, but we don't recommend it. For the sake of better readability, please use a single line per variable. Single line per variable. The multi-line variant is a bit longer, but easier to read, right? Some people also define multiple variables in this multi-line style, or even the comma first style. So technically all these variants do the same thing, so it's a matter of personal taste and aesthetic. For me, I like to call them separately. So that way I know they all have their own separate thing, and I don't know how to put it. It looks better to me. This looks better to me. So var instead of let. In older scripts, you may also find another keyword, var, instead of let. Var message hello. The var keyword is almost the same as let. It declares a variable, but in a slightly different old school way. There are subtle differences between let and var, but they do not matter for us yet. We'll cover them in detail in the chapter of the old var. A real-life analogy. We can easily grasp the concept of a variable if we imagine it as a box for data, with a uniquely named sticker on it. I'm like, should I just, where did I put that thing? I'm like, I can add my webcam, I think. Let me see if this is gonna work here. And add. Or I might do it like here. Let's see. Depends on what looks better. There we go. I might do it here. Maybe I'll add it here. There we go. Make this go up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, we don't want to capture audio output mode. I really don't care for that. Hopefully, that's not too bad. Actually, let's put it down here. Oh, if only I had a green screen. Oh, that would be so dope. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue on, right? There we go. All right, now we got a webcam going. All right, cool. Okay, so we can easily grasp the concept of a variable if we imagine it as a box for data with a uniquely named sticker on it. For instance, the variable message can be imagined as a box labeled message with the value hello in it. we can put any value in the box. We can also change it as many times as we want. So let message equal hello, message equal world. So when we change that value here that second time, that is going to be the latest one that's going to give us. So when we have, so yeah, let's do that, right? So let's go ahead and just erase that real quick, and then we'll message is it, there we go, equal, right? And then we'll go ahead and just do one, and then we'll put hello, and the second one will be world. And then when we actually go here back to our page, it's going to show world, yeah, instead of hello, since we declared the world value second, or it's the most recent one. When values change, the old data is removed from the variable. There we go. And when the value is changed, the old data is removed from the variable. Alright. Okay, so we can also declare two variables and copy data from one into the other. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and try that. So, let hello equal hello world, right? And let message equal, let message, and then copy hello world from hello into message. Oh, okay. So pretty much what we're doing is we're just going to go message equals hello. And that's it. I mean, of course I didn't like that, but you get the concept. So now we're gonna alert hello, and we're going to alert world. Oh, sorry, message. Okay, so now when we go here, refresh, hello world, it'll do it twice. Okay, so declaring twice triggers an error, so we cannot do a let hello. That won't work. And when we go here to our problems, cannot redeclare block scope variable hello. So since we've already declared it once, we cannot declare it again, but we can change its value by calling it and then putting, hi there, I changed my value from my original form. Right, and then when we call it, and then we just put hello, and when we go here, boom, hi there, I changed my value from my original form, which was hello world. Okay. Functional languages. It's interesting to note that there exists functional programming languages like Scala or Erlang that forbid changing variable values. In such languages, once a value is stored in the box, it's there forever. If we need to store something else, the language forces us to create a new box, declare a new variable. We can't reuse the old one. Though it may seem a little odd at first sight, these languages are quite capable of serious development. More than that, there are areas like parallel computations where the limitation confers certain benefits. Studying such a language, even if you're not planning to use it soon, is recommended to broaden the mind. Okay, so actually we might. Let's create a new folder, right? And I'll call it things to look at later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bookmark this into things to look at later. Okay. So variable naming. There are two limitations on variable names in JavaScript. The name must contain only letters, digits, or the symbols, money, or underscore. The first character must not be a digit. So these are valid names. This one's using camel case, what I was saying earlier, and then this is a normal name, and they declared the numbers after. So you cannot start off with a digit. You can use a digit anywhere else. It just cannot be the first character. When the name contains multiple words, camel case is commonly used. That is, words go one after another, each word except the first starting with a capital letter. What's interesting is the $sign and the underscore can also be used in names. They are regular symbols just like letters, without any special meaning. These names are valid. So we can use the $sign or the underscore, and that would be a variable. Those will be valid. Examples of incorrect variable names. So we cannot start off with a digit, and hyphens are not allowed. So you can use underscores, but you can't use hyphens. So I can put like right, and then instead of that, boom, and we can do that, and it's still gonna work because and this didn't change. So this is actually a new different variable compared to hello, which is why we're not getting this one. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. What else do we got? Case matters. Variables named apple and apple are two different variables. Even just a simple letter being wrong, it's a whole nother variable. It's not the same. Non-Latin letters are allowed but not recommended. It is possible to use any language, including Cyrillic letters or even hieroglyphs like these. Technically, there is no error here. Such names are allowed, but there is an international convention to use English in variable names. Even if we're writing a small script, it may have a long life ahead. People from other countries may need to read it sometime. Reserved names. There's a list of reserved words which cannot be used as variable names because they are used by the language itself. For example, let, class, return, and function are reserved. The code below gives a syntax error. So let equal 5, can't do that. Let return, can't do that. An assignment without use strict. Normally, we need to define a variable before using it, but in the old times, it was technically possible to create a variable by a mere assignment of the value without using let. This still works now if we don't put strict in our scripts to maintain compatibility with old scripts. No use strict in this example. Okay, so we can still gotcha. This is bad practice and would cause an error inside an error in strict mode. Okay, so use strict. So would that be like a declaration? Use strict. Right? I don't know. But pretty much this is saying if we have use strict, so old scripts used to be able to declare them without actually using let. Okay. Constants. To declare a constant, unchanging variable, use const instead of let. Const, my birthday, right? Variables declared using const are called constants. They cannot be reassigned. An attempt to do so would cause an error. So const birthday, and then if you try to change it, you cannot change it. And we'll go ahead and just do this example, right? Const my birthday equals 18/04/1982, which is not my birthday, but I'm not going to say my birthday. My birthday, and we're going to try to change the variable 01/01/2001. So, even though it's not going to do anything, if we do alert, right? Assignment to constant variable. So we can't do that. So if we had it just like this, it would work. It would work. Okay, anyway. When a programmer is assured that a variable will never change, they can declare it with a const to guarantee and clearly communicate that fact to everyone. Uppercase constants. There is a widespread practice to use constants as aliases for difficult to remember values that are known prior to execution. Such constants are names using capital letters and underscores. For instance, let's make constants for colors in so-called web hexadecimal format. So let's do that. We'll just copy the code, right? And so we declared these constant values, which are never going to change. These colors will never change. They are these colors. And this is where we pick the color. So let color equal whatever color that we wanted to choose. And then we call the color. And then when we refresh it, it tells us which color it is. So the FF7F00, FF7F00, which is the color orange, right? Oh, okay, here we go. Color orange is much easier to remember than #FF7F00. It is much easier to mistype that than color orange. When reading the code, color orange is much more meaningful than the hexadecimal format. When should we use capitals for a constant, and when should we name it normally? Let's make that clear. Being a constant just means that a variable's value never changes, but there are constants that are known prior to execution, like hexadecimal value for red. And there are constants that are calculated in runtime during the execution, but do not change after the initial assignment. For instance, page load time. Time taken by web page to load. Whoops, let's just do this real quick. In here we'll put old way of declaring a variable. We'll learn more later. Let works very similar to the bar. Very similar to bar. And const declare variable with const to values that will not change. Okay, so for instance, const page load time, time taken by a web page to load. The value of page load time is not known prior to the page load, so it's named normally, but it's still a constant because it doesn't change after the assignment. In other words, capital named constants are only used as alias for hard-coded values. And hard-coded values would be that. That's hard-coded values. This is not hard-coded values, but it will still be a constant because the value won't change once it's set. Gotcha. Name things right. Talking about variables, there's one more extremely important thing. A variable's name should have a clean, obvious meaning, describing the data that it stores. Variable naming is one of the most important and complex skills in programming. A quick glance at variable names can reveal which code was written by a beginner versus an experienced developer. In a real project, most of the time is spent modifying and extending an existing code base rather than writing something completely separate from scratch. When we return to some code after doing something else for a while, it's much easier to find information that is well labeled, or in other words, when the variables have good names. Please spend some time thinking about the right name for a variable before declaring it. Doing so will repay you handsomely. Some good to follow rules are: use human readable names like username or shopping cart. Stay away from abbreviations or short names like A, B, C unless you really know what you're doing. Make names maximally descriptive and concise. Examples of bad names are data, value. Such names say nothing. It's only okay to use them if the context of the code makes it exceptionally obvious which data or value are the variables referencing. Agree on terms within your team and in your own mind. If a site visitor is called a user, then we should name related variables current user or new user instead of current visitor or new man in town. Sounds simple? Indeed it is, but creating descriptive and concise variable names in practice is not. Go for it. Reuse or create. And the last note, there are some lazy programmers who, instead of declaring new variables, tend to reuse existing ones. As a result, their variables are like boxes into which people throw different things without changing their stickers. What's inside the box now? Who knows? We need to come closer and check. Such programmers have a little bit on variable declaration, save a little bit on variable declaration, but lose 10 times more on debugging. An extra variable is good, not evil. Modern JavaScript minifiers and browsers optimize code well enough so it won't create performance issues. Using different variables for different values can even help the engine optimize your code. In summary, we can declare variables to store data by using var, let, and const keywords. Right? Is modern variable declaration. Old school declaration, normally we don't use it at all, but we'll cover subtle differences from let in the chapter of the old var, just in case you need them. Const is like let, but the value of the variable can't be changed. Variables should be named in a way that allows us to easily understand what's inside of them. And so here's our task to do. So this is, let's see, we'll go ahead and put task 1. Okay, so we're going to, and let's just go ahead and copy this. Let's go like this real fast. And then we'll do that. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to declare 2 variables. So let admin and let name. Assign the value John to name. So we'll put equals John. Copy the value from name to admin. Oh. Right. Show the value of the admin using alert. Must output John. Oh yeah, alert admin. Oh, copy the value from the name to John. Let's see what happens. Cannot access name before initialization. Oh, okay, so maybe these need to be switched. Okay, hold on. Assign the value John to name. Copy the value from name to admin. Okay. Why? Okay, well that worked. Okay, well that's a little interesting. Let's see the solution. Okay. So it still worked. But, okay, so we'll just do that again. Admin, name equals John. And admin equals alert admin. And it still works. Okay. But why is it giving me output? Okay. Anyway, how far are we? We're coming along pretty good. It's already 2 o'clock. Damn. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay. So I understand now. So we're gonna do task 2. So, to copy those two, do that, and then we'll do 1, 2, right. So, create a variable with the name of our planet. How would you name such a variable? So const planet, or we can say create a variable with the name of our planet. How would you name such a variable? Create a variable with the name of our planet. How would you name such a variable? Const our planet. Earth. Create a variable to store the name of a current user to a website. How would you name the variable? What's wrong with these? Const must be initialized. We did. Something going on here. Line 31. Oh, you have to give it. You have to give it a value. Okay. Anyway, so that works. Okay. Okay. No, we could. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. So I put our planet, but planet would work. So this one would not be. This would be lit. It's nice to be more verbose, at least until the variable is not too long. Gotcha. Gotcha. And we wouldn't declare that with. Okay. Again, we could shorten that to username if we know for sure that the user is current. Modern editors and autocomplete make long variable names easy to write. Don't save on them. A name with 3 words and it is fine. And if your editor does not have proper autocompletion, get a new one. Uppercase const. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, let's do this one. Examine the following code: const birthday, right? And then const age, some code, birthday. Here we have a constant birthday, date, and the age is calculated from birthday with the help of some code. It is not provided for shortness, and because details don't matter here. Would it be right to use uppercase for birthday, for age, or even both? Yes, I want to say it would, because it is something that is already set. Okay, we generally use uppercase for constants that are hard-coded, or in other words, when the value is known prior to execution and directly written to the code. In this code, birthday is exactly like that, so we could use the uppercase for it. In contrast, age is evaluated in runtime, so we don't know the age until it runs. So we can keep, okay, so for age we would keep lowercase, but the birthday, if it has a set value, so that's going to be like one thing to remember. We'll put for capitalizations, use for const variables, use for capitalization for const variables, only capitalize if the value is known prior to execution. Lowercase for values that have not been evaluated yet. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's going to be it for me today, at least for right now. And tomorrow I'm going to be busy and I got work, so I won't be back, honestly, until probably either tomorrow night or Monday before work. But I hope all of you have a fantastic day. Thank you guys for tuning in, the ones that did tune in. Shout out to Akash. Shout out to Gurnar Singh. Shout out to my boy Will for Wiz Khaliba's Dab Emporium. Check him out. He sells mood mats, man. I like them. I got this one right here, if y'all can see it. It says reality is just a suggestion. It's by at Roy's Code Glass. There we go. I like these. There's all sorts of different designs. They're awesome. And I like to have mine right here on my desk, have my guitar stuff on it, my capo and my pick is ready to go, and it looks nice. So, but anyway, check them out. Oh man, I gotta use it right. I gotta take a shit. But y'all have a good day. I appreciate everyone coming out here and tuning in, and we'll continue on as soon as I can. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out, guys.